Hi, good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday, excuse me. Definitely going to be a nice start to our Saturday, but we are tracking a few showers as we head into our afternoon, so definitely keep it here. I'll have the timing coming up in just a bit.
All right, Brittany, thank you. Developing this Saturday morning tourist tragedy, the married couple who came to Washington, D.C. celebrating 56 years of marriage, now dead after a lightning strike. This morning, we are speaking with their family. Well, also developing new body cam video coming to light after a man is shot and killed by police. But new questions over whether or not he was actively posing a threat to police when they pulled the trigger. We're investigating. Well, you'll want to take a look at this. Terrifying moments at an intersection in California. What we now know about the cause of this fiery crash. And later on this morning, could Thursday be the new Friday? What do you think about a 4-day work week? Today, we're taking you to two small towns that are already testing it out. Your time now, 6:01 on this beautiful Saturday morning. The sun is rising at the White House here. Thank you so much for joining us for DC News Now Saturday edition with Ms. Brittany Ward here to start us off at the very top of our show. Brittany, it was we got everything this week. Are we going to get everything Saturday and Sunday as well?
You know, I think we are. We're going to get the heat, and we're also going to get the storm.
All right.
So it's just going to be, but I would say Sunday will probably be the pick.
Of the 2 days?
Yes.
So what's in store for today?
So we are going to be seeing the hot temperatures, and then as we head into the afternoon, we also have a few storms that we're tracking. So planning out your Saturday, just want to make sure you have the umbrella on hand. Here's a look at satellite and radar. Right now showing you what is currently happening at 6:01 or 6:02, excuse me, in the morning. Not really seeing much across the area, mainly seeing a few clouds here and there, but overall we are going to be staying dry. But as we head into our Saturday today, we will be seeing a few showers roll their way into our area. Temperatures right now are pretty mild and pretty warm. We're already in the upper 60s to lower 70s across the board. 69 in Manassas, 74 there in the capital, 72 in Hagerstown, 70 over there in Martinsburg, West Virginia. Now, again, overall, it's going to be a nice start to our morning. We're going to be seeing dry conditions, but we do have some storms that will be popping up mainly towards our western counties as we head into our afternoon today. So definitely keep it here. We'll have a check of that 7-day forecast and that futurecast coming up in just a bit. Joe?
All right, Brittany Ward to start us off there. Brittany, thank you. Our top story this morning, tragedy, just steps away from the White House. We are learning more about the couple who came to Washington, D.C. for their 56th wedding anniversary. Jim Mueller was 76, Donna Mueller, right up there, she was 75. Both of their lives cut short after they were hit by lightning during this Thursday's violent storm. Michelle McNett tells DC News Now that her aunt and uncle leave behind 5 kids, 10 grandkids, 2 great-grandkids, and that they are also leaving behind a legacy of love and care.
They were just really good people and would do anything for anybody.
56 years after they wed, Wisconsin couple Jim and Donna Mueller died when lightning struck during a trip to the district. They were here celebrating their wedding anniversary.
They were doing what they loved best. They were there because they were still deeply in love at, from high school 56 years later, and just to enjoy each other and this great country.
Their niece, Michelle McNett, said she had grown closer with her aunt and uncle recently. They were there constantly when McNett's dad, Donna's brother, was battling cancer. He died this past May.
I think it's just kind of a comfort that he's waiting there for them.
Friday night, D.C. police confirmed a third person died from the lightning strike, though it did not say who the person was. We know he was 29 years old and his family has not yet been notified. A fourth person, a woman, is still recovering after suffering injuries. As for the Muellers, McNett says their 5 children are still in shock, but the family can take comfort knowing the legacy they leave behind.
Donna and Jim was so well loved that it's just shown us that even through tragedy, once we come together, we can get through anything.
That was our Max Marcillo reporting. Max, thank you so much. McNett said the support has been absolutely tremendous. People have been texting and calling, also visiting family in Wisconsin. She asks for continued prayers and waving a flag in their honor. Well, meanwhile, this morning we are learning that a 29-year-old has also died after that same lightning strike. All in all, 4 people were struck just outside of the White House this past Thursday. Well, President Biden has since responded to what happened, writing, "Our hearts are with the families who lost loved ones, and we are praying for those still fighting for their lives." Remember, this just happened steps away from the North Lawn of the White House. Well, according to the CDC, the risk of being struck by lightning is low, but the consequences, as we see there, are serious. From 2006 to 2021, lightning caused an average of 28 deaths per year here in the United States. Of course, it's not always possible, but some tips to remember to avoid getting struck by lightning. The National Weather Service says go inside right away when you see lightning. This should be simple stuff, guys. Don't touch sinks or faucets or anything plugged into an electrical outlet. You should also stay away from outside doors and windows and wait 30 minutes before heading back out once a storm stops. Well, developing this morning, the Metropolitan Police Department in Washington, D.C. has released the name of the library police officer who was killed this week during a training exercise. There are still lots of questions surrounding 25-year-old Mauricia Mannion's death at the Anacostia Library. What we do know, it appears a retired police officer was the one who pulled the trigger. Dave Laval has more on that investigation.
Well, the video is just one part of the investigation. Sometimes the most important part of the investigation are the interviews.
Jesse Porter appeared on our sister network News Nation in July to discuss a deadly police shooting in San Bernardino, California. Investigators say the retired D.C. police lieutenant oversaw the exercise in the Anacostia Library Thursday that involved the use of police batons. That's when investigators claim Porter's gun fired and the bullet struck library police officer Maurica Mannion. She died at the hospital. Metro Police arrested Porter after they consulted with the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Columbia and charged him with involuntary manslaughter.
It appears that his actions certainly contributed to the death.
Metro Police Chief Robert Conti addressed the shooting Friday morning. He said the investigation is far from finished. One of the big questions investigators want answered is, why did Porter have live ammunition during the exercise where it's normally not used?
In a training environment, there are props and firearms that are not, or firearm lookalikes that are in a training environment, that they were present in this environment, but why and what kind of was in his mind at that time, I don't know the answer to that.
And that was Dave Laval reporting. Dave, thank you. The Department Security Officers Management Branch, where Mannion worked, they didn't reply to our requests to comment on Mannion's death, but we'll keep you updated on that case as we learn more. Crime alert this morning. D.C. police, they need your help finding a man who's wanted for stealing a car that had a kid inside at the time. It happened Thursday night in the Thomas Circle area of Northwest. Take a look at some of that surveillance footage there. Police confirmed to our newsroom that the suspect got into the unattended car and drove off, and that there was an underage girl who was in the back seat of the vehicle. She has been found okay along with the vehicle, but the search is still on for that man who was behind the wheel. We have that same video on our website at dcnewsnow.com, and police are asking you to call them if you know anything. Remember, you can always do so anonymously. Your time now, 6:09 this Saturday morning. Another crime alert, this time out of Montgomery County, where police are searching for a third suspect who stole a bunch of stuff from a Home Depot, pepper sprayed employees, and then crashed into a car during their escape. It happened earlier this week in Aspen Hill. 2 suspects were already taken into custody. Again, that third is still on the run. Investigators say he's around 20 years old. They are now offering $10,000 for any information that leads to an arrest.
Yes, ma'am.
And you guys are saying, gun, that never happened on that video. I seen it. It never happened. And you talk about gun exchange, that never happened. Don't do that.
Ooh, tense moments at a news conference when a grieving sister confronted Mayor Muriel Bowser about police killing her brother. It happened after police and other leaders in D.C. were releasing body cam footage at the podium there of the day an officer shot and killed Kevin Hargraves Shurd. There he is. The release of the footage of last week's deadly officer-involved shooting raising a lot of questions from community members. Yamari Sase is here to break down what we do and don't know.
On July 30th, Kevin Hargraves Shurd lost his life in an officer-involved shooting in Northwest D.C. Police believed he and others were involved in the shooting minutes before near Longfellow Street and Georgia Avenue. 2 teens were hurt there.
We were alerted that the individual was still in the alley. Officers spotted this person and a brief foot chase began until our members witnessed him jumping into a white sedan with several other people inside of the vehicle. The vehicle sped off.
When Sergeant Ronaldo Otero Camacho spotted the car near Longfellow Street and Madison Street, you can hear the officer yelling as Hargraves Shurd is running from the scene.
Gun! Shot fire! 1 man down. We got a gun. Gun down. We got a gun and we got a man down. Send me the boy.
Police say this gun was found on the scene, but it's not clear in the body cam footage. It's also unknown whether or not Hargraves Shurd was pointing anything towards officers. But what we do know...
You know yet if that handgun had been fired?
It had not been fired. It had not been fired.
His sister, Serena Hargraves, does not believe police.
There's no gun right there. It's his phone. It shows the officers running up that eventually came on scene and kneeling beside him. If there was a gun, they gonna kneel on top of the gun? It didn't happen.
And she says she wants justice.
He murdered my brother, that's it. That's it. Point blank, period. And I need him I need him to be prosecuted to the fullest extent.
All right, and that was DC News Now's Yamari Sase reporting there. Yamari, thank you so much. So the officer involved is on administrative leave. The investigation is being completed internally by MPD and independently by the U.S. Attorney's Office. The mayor says it's unclear how long it will take, but they will not rush this process. Well, this is the second officer-involved shooting in Washington, D.C. in just 2 weeks. Last night, there was a small rally to honor the 2 men who've recently been killed by police officers. Those who showed up are demanding transparency from police and from the mayor's office about what happened in both of those situations. They gave speeches about how their lives have been impacted by deadly police shootings and called on investigators to answer questions about the deaths of Kevin Hargraves Shurd and Lazarus David Wilson.